Hello? Guess who? I was going to do a motivational message about how I succeeded in life. I think it's because I believe I'm a success. I believe I'm a successful story. I was born back in the polio epidemic at General Hospital in Kansas City. And they decided to put a blue hat on me instead of a pink hat. And somebody in the family decided to feed me. And I guess I'm stuttering here because I really need somebody to bounce things off of. But I saw the most rottenest movie, and it's not. I used to hang out at the movie theater. It was Vista Theater on Independence Avenue. And I went to Truman High School. And Harry Truman was a neighbor. And so you could get in really cheap on Saturdays and Sundays and watch B movies. And I saw the greatest B movie today I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's like been 50, 55 years, 60 years. Everybody knew everybody back then. And adults do adult things, and kids go to the movies, and we know where they are. And so the original movie was called Plan 9 from Outer Space. The one I watched today is called A Better Plan. And yes, this will all fit in together. So the premise of the story is you have to develop the characters. Love gardening. Don't like the dust. So they had to develop the characters. Only 5 of them, so it didn't take too long. And about the time the movie ended, it got really good. And I think it was made in 2017 for less than like $2,000. And the long and the short of the story is this. We colonize Mars, and periodically the shuttle comes back from Mars. One of the problems with the story is if you're cooped up with somebody in a shuttle, because I had roadies in Florida, and what I'm getting ready to show you, I don't know if it's Columbia or which one it was. I think it's the one that kind of exploded. And so it goes, I don't know. I have a few sci-fi friends out there I know. And something about going about the speed of light and beyond has to do with time travel. So sometime in 2029, I should be so lucky to be here, because I just may do an update on this. They've dropped colonizers on Mars. Are coming back, supposedly empty, which I doubt. They're probably full of diamonds and golds and rubies. See, I could really embellish the story. And they land in the desert. And so I listen to stuff at night, old stories. I try to stay away from Edgar Allan Poe after midnight. The eye. The Borg? No. Thought a guy couldn't put up his roommate. And as most of you know, although I've been married before, I was married to or involved with someone for 24 years personally on a I see you every day. And so I did they say you should do this every once in a while. Run a report on yourself and see what everybody knows about you that you don't know about yourself. So I cleaned it up. But it ended up, they left in 2029, they came back June 18th, 1947. I'm not very good with dates, but wasn't that Roswell? Was it the space shuttle? Speaking of space shuttles, and this has to do with my motivational word, don't ever fall back when you fail. Fall forward. It's like in the Bible, a step of faith. Put one foot in front of the other. Don't give up. I was in sports all of my life. Started with my mom. I'm getting out of here and you can't stop me. And we're not going to go down that track. I guess they can if they want to. I tried to post this earlier, so I don't know if I told you all I was born during the polio pandemic. And that's why I've always been a health nut. Let's go back to how I fell forward, and I did not fall back. I don't know how well this is going to show up. But this is like 19. I got to move slow. And once again, I can't see. The space shuttle, I think it's Columbia. I was there for the liftoff. And at the time, I fell back. I could have bought this in 14 karat gold. But even though I knew, and there's no markings on the chain, this is original. I wish I'd have kept the packaging. It says sterling on it. I could have got to 14K. But what did I know? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to do some gardening videos, but I don't know. Pretty dry and dusty out there. And so my Uncle Roy, which if you've seen any of my videos, national hero and great Marine. My dad, not so much, but somehow back then we all worked together and we raised each other. And I was having some problems. Only 4 years into my marriage. Why would you have problems? I didn't even have the 7-year itch yet. And so we sit far enough back to watch the launch. I said, why aren't we up in front row? You have front row tickets, Uncle Roy. You know what would happen, he said to me, if that thing blows up? We'd see it coming far enough away that we could crawl down the backside of the mountain. Boy, I made a really good meal tonight. First cheeseburgers in a long time with homemade pickles. And when we... Actually, I've been to the NASA Center twice. First time I went was...